Listen, I don't care how early it was in your cage building career. If you're putting cages in people's cars and you're getting money for it and you're selling it, you better fully weld those bars all the way around. So we're here to talk roll cages. We're going to talk about how my roll cage went from this to this and now to this. Testing. 1 2 1 2. All right, we're good to go. So we are here to talk roll cages, mine in particular. Most of you might have seen that we installed a new roll cage in my car. Here's a breakdown as to why. About a year and a half ago, we brought the car over to Co-Performance. We had a whole sit down and to talk about what's the next level we're taking it at. For those of you that don't know, we got a YouTube series dropping soon called Road to the Dragon. Join us along for the journey. It's been quite the show, to say the least. But anyway, I digress. We're going to talk about how my roll cage went from this to this and now to this. For those of you who don't know what a roll cage is more or less, it's one of the number one safety things you could put in a car when you're doing any kind of motorsports, whether it be rally, F1, hill climb, wheel-to-wheel racing, any kind of racing. A roll cage is mandatory. Why? Because of situations where you can roll over, the car can fly off a cliff, the car can come into contact with other cars, and you need that to kind of protect you just in case anything may happen or go wrong, right? Now, the reason we're changing my roll cage is when we brought the car to Co-Performance and we stripped it down, Kyle pointed out, hey, I think you might have some issues with this cage. So we took a closer look and we found a few bars that weren't welded all the way around. Giant red flag? Yes, I would say so. So the next step we did was we said, okay, we got to cut this cage out. We got to get a new cage in this car. We reached out to Cage Kits and we spoke to them, figured out the kind of spec cage we needed and for the different events that we'd be doing, and past tech for each different type of racing event that we'll be at, whether it be time attack or hill climb, because we primarily do hill climb. We got the cage spec'd and there was a wait period, about 10 weeks or so. I mean, we got the cage in, but the thing about it is we have to cut the old cage out. Me and a good friend of mine, Donovan, Defined Modified, he's actually the CAD designer on my car. He designed a whole bunch of things for my car. We got together, we started cutting the cage up. As we were cutting the car up, we found that there were tons of bars that weren't welded all the way around. Wherever you couldn't see a bar, it wasn't welded all around. Whether it be the dash bars, whether it be the door bars, whether it be the roof bars that the bars that are like right by your head, where the above your head. None of those were welded fully all the way around. And thank God I never got into a bad accident. God forbid one of those bars would have snapped and could have possibly impaled me. So count my blessings for that. However, we did our best to cut the cage out. The new cage, it's fitted for an OEM spec car, meaning you needed the car to be fresh and not touched, and our car was touched, to say the least. So we had a lot of shaving to do. And even with that, we couldn't get it all back down to OEM because the car was it was kind of far gone. But we did our best. Shout out to Kyle, man. He really, I helped him where I could in terms of getting the main hoop in and, getting the exoskeleton of the whole cage, because there was just so many pieces. There was just so many pieces attached to that cage. So I helped him where I could in terms of getting all that situated. That way you can, put whatever bar you could. But there was so much welding involved in putting this cage together. So shout out Kyle, man. Like, you really, man, the twisting and contorting and man, the things you have to go through to get a cage welded in your car. Listen, if you need a cage done, go see Kyle. He really, puts a good effort into making it as pristine as possible. We were able to get all the bars welded around. We dropped the cage, did the top bars, then we did everything. I took the task on of painting the roll cage, which was a job in itself. Oh, and did I mention how much I hate painting roll cages? Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible. But we got it done. Donovan gave me a hand with that as well. We were able to get it in. We got everything done. So now the next level, we put the interior back in. We're just waiting for a few things like brake lines, etc. But the car's mostly back together. The next step is electronics, and that's mainly about it. All I will say though is, if you're getting into motorsports and getting into really competitive racing is something that you want to do, make sure you get a roll cage. And of course, when you do go make that decision, it is expensive to get a roll cage in, but just make sure the person who's installing it knows exactly what they're doing. Inspect the cage, make sure all the bars are welded all the way around. They don't always have to drop dimes, but there has to be good solid welds. Just make sure they know what they're doing, because once you make that decision to get into racing and get a roll cage, the person who's welding your cage, your life is basically in their hands. So make the best decision possible, and just be safe out there. Get all the safety things you require, but it's really important to get a roll cage, because I've seen some really bad crashes, and some people have been able to walk away from crashes because they had a really good sturdy roll cage in their car. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, follow us on Instagram at Winning Motorsports. Check out Cope Performance. And huge shout out to all of our partners. I really should get a list together and name all of them in these videos. But huge shout out to them for being patient. It's been a really up and down journey with this thing, but we're on track, and 2026 is looking phenomenal. So again, I appreciate you guys. You don't know how much. Thank you very much. 2026 and beyond. Let's get it.